We look forward to that day. And once again, happy birthdays and things closing.
Thank you. By the way, the more I try to be perfect, it's always imperfect between me. So SAA, please, over to you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Eliza, and that's a really wonderful birthday video. And once again, happy birthday to Richard. And to all our fellow World Travelers Toastmasters, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are. Welcome to today's special meeting. My name is Swing, and I'm the Sergeant at Arms for tonight's flight. To officially start the meeting, I want to note that this meeting will be recorded and shared amongst members for study, for self-reflection. Some parts may be used for promotional material later to attract more like-minded travelers like us. So in order for us to have a smooth meeting to avoid turbulence, here are some things to take note of. Number one, please put yourself on mute when not speaking. Don't interrupt when someone else is speaking. Be attentive throughout the whole meeting and support the speakers with your warm smiles and claps. Let's have a great meeting tonight. Now, let us put our hands together to welcome our Charter Club President, Eliza.
Thank you very much, Ting. Actually, I'm quite nervous today because I just finished my contest. Then after that, my video that I didn't sleep for one night for that video and it stuck halfway. So actually, my hand is still shivering. I don't know what happened to me. But thank you very much for joining. We have 7 minutes to know each other. I know that everyone will always come to me, but please don't call me anymore. Please be mingled with all the new family in this Toastmaster World Travelers. So with that, I just want to all of you to come up and introduce yourself. So I want to start with the most youngest one, Albert. Can you tell us about you and?
I suppose you're talking about me, right?
Yeah, you're the youngest.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Young.
Unmute yourself, Albert.
Okay, yeah, my name is Young, Y-E-U-N-G, not Y-O-U-N-G. So I'm not sure I'm the youngest or not in here. I came from Hong Kong, but I'm based in Singapore. The Toastmaster Club that I represent would be Graduates and Professionals Toastmasters Club in Hong Kong. I contact with Eliza. Eliza came to speak to us, and then we like her so much that basically then I was following her steps to join this club.
Thank you very much, Albert. Seriously, I'm still shivering. So Jasmine, maybe you want to say something?
Sure, good morning or good evening, good afternoon, my family, Toastmasters. I am Jasmine Smith. I just feel so honored this morning to be here. And again, in the presence of Sir Richard Peck. Oh my God, I am still being inspired by him. I believe, and honestly, he's why I'm here and progressing in my Toastmasters journey. Thank you, sir. I am from Jamaica, and again, it's my honor to be here to share with this family. I'm a member of the JPS Toastmasters Club and also the Ohio Toastmasters Club. I am looking forward to the fellowship and the fun and someday to have food with all of us.
Thank you very much, Jasmine. So can I call someone? Biljana. I will call all our new members. Biljana.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everyone from Bahrain. My name is Biljana Davcheva. I'm originally from Macedonia, from Europe, but I have been living and working in Bahrain for the past 19 years. So for our Saudi neighbor, hello from Bahrain. And Tosin and I are members of the same club, Manama Toastmasters Club, which Richard Peck visited on his world tour. And I can also see my good buddy Farhad, who was also based in Bahrain. And I'm really looking forward to getting to know you all. I'm also an avid traveler, so for me, the catchy name of the club was incentive enough to join and see what this club is all about. So thank you very much, and back to you.
Thank you very much, Biljana. Actually, I'm not scared already, but I'm jet lagged. So I want to go to Africa now. You believe me or not, I invited one of the district in 94, join us in this World Traveler, and in just less than 30 minutes, she make a payment and join us. Please welcome Ada Yaya Boku.
Thank you, Elisa. I am Ada from Burkina Faso, West Africa. I am the division director for this mandate, Division C, and I am a member of Waga Ekla Toastmaster Club and outstanding leader Toastmaster Club. I'm really happy to be here, and I think it's a great thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ada. Happy to have you here. And from California, Twyla. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It is early here. Not quite as early as New York, but yeah, you've already got, what, 9 o'clock there, Pat? So it's a little after 6 a.m. here. So I'm awake.
Thank you, Twyla. So let's go to Saudi. We have few people from Saudi here. So who should I call? Hassan.
Thank you, Eliza. Very good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to fellow travelers, and especially DTM Richard E Peck. Happy belated birthday. I am Toastmaster Mohammed Hassan from Horizon Toastmasters Club, Khobar. This club is in Saudi. I am originally from Pakistan, but I've been working here since last 6 years. Honestly, I am very excited to be part of this family. Looking forward to have a great learning experience at this platform. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Just for your information, the birthday of this World Traveler is belated because of Richard's birthday today. So it's not,
so it's not belated, it's a happy birthday. Happy birthday, DTM Richard. Yeah.
Okay, so Betian, you are the last.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And yes, it's early here, but this is so inspiring to see all these faces. I am from Connecticut. I happen to live with a Toastmaster who's celebrating his birthday today. And to have all of you share the inspiration that he's provided to this world tour and getting this club going, I could not be happier and more motivated than ever to keep clubs growing. So thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Thank you very much. And we are already on time, 10:15 in my time. So let's go to my Toastmaster of the evening. You are Toastmaster of the day or Toastmaster of the evening? I don't know, based on where you are.
Thank you very much,
sorry.
Madam President or Charter President, soon to be in a short while. Our immediate past International President, Distinguished Toastmaster Richard Peck, District 80 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Cathy To, District 80 Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Swarna Kalyan, district officers from all over the world, past, present, and future. Very good morning, very good afternoon, very good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to World Travelers Toastmasters Charter Ceremony. My name is Hakim. I will be your Toastmaster of this ceremony, and very pleased and honored to be among the world travelers this evening here in Singapore for a very poignant and very significant ceremony of the club. Before we begin, allow me to refer to the program sheet, which has been posted in the chat. We will be proceeding shortly with the charter ceremony, but first I would like to acknowledge our timer for this ceremony, Toastmaster Kim Low.
Thank you very much, Hakim. So
We
as your
will-
timer, my role is basically just to keep track of the timing, record and report the timing used by each of the speaker at the end of the meeting. Thank you very much. Back to you, Hakim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kim. We also have with us later on our table topics master, Toastmaster Gerardo R.D. Flores. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Gerardo, for holding that role. We will have an evaluator with us as well, Toastmaster Vasanti Ravi. Thank you very much, Vasanti. So join me in giving a big round of applause to all our appointment holders this afternoon or this evening to make this charter ceremony possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a significant day, not only because it's Richard Peck's birthday, it is also going to be the birthday of our beloved World Travelers Toastmasters Club. To kick off our ceremony, let us put our hands together to welcome District 80 Director for her opening address, Distinguished Toastmaster Kathy To.
Thank you all, Toastmaster of the Day, Hakim. A very good day to everyone here, especially to our inspiration, immediate past International President, Distinguished Toastmaster Richard E Peck. Thank you everyone for your attendance today. It is a very significant day for many of our members, because if you look at Toastmasters, we are always, this is a place where leaders are made. And what we see here in this club, it is a case of where leaders inspire followers not to become followers, but to become the next leaders among themselves. And today we see among us, many of us are leaders in our own rights, but we are looking up towards the inspiration of our leadership, Richard. Today, we come together to celebrate the club charter. If those who have been following the chartering process, you have known, to inspire a group of people to come together to form a club, there must be a reason, there must be a passion within us. Why is there a need to charter a club? Because we are building something from scratch. For those who have played Lego before, you will know that Lego itself is just a single brick. But when you put all those bricks together, you use your own imagination. There is countless formation you can create. You can build a house, you can build a car, you can build a rocket, everything under the sun, or things that you cannot imagine. Look towards Lego world. Look for Legoland. Anything that you can imagine, anything that you cannot imagine will be there. Likewise, chartering a club is just a first step. We are building together something that we all treasure. And from this club, we will extend the influence and gather more people who has that passion within us to influence more people. And that is why we charter clubs, to embody that ideology that we have, because we share the same passion. It is about having like-minded people together in a conducive environment to encourage and to help people around us to develop our potential and to grow. And with that, I'd like to invite my CGD, Swana, on stage with me. June Master, could you spotlight Swana? Swana and my PQD Nisa, we are both members of the club. And if you think it's just the two of us, no. With us among here, I have my district PR manager, Shanshan. I have my district admin manager, Vasanti. Why? Why are we all in this club? Because We believe in Eliza. We believe in Shi. We believe in Richard, in the influence that you have seen from them, the inspiration, showing us that with passion, anything is possible. Because with passion, you can ignite the spirit within the people. Together, we can build a club that can influence even more people. Look at what Eliza shared with us today. We have new members coming in even before the meeting starts. This is the power of influence, and this is the power of inspiration. And with that, I give you World Travelers Toastmasters Club. Back to you, the topic master.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Kathy To, District 80 Director. Indeed, the power of inspiration has born this club amidst the challenges of the pandemic, never seen before by humanity. In Toastmasters, we saw a glimmer of hope. And who is the man who inspired through his world travels, committed to the various Toastmasters club all around the world, making visits in the ungodly hours, according to his time zone, to be there for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no greater honor this evening than to invite our charter officer, the one whom we love so much, our birthday boy, this evening, to open the birthday present, if I may say so. Let us put our hands together and warmly welcome immediate past International President, distinguished Toastmaster Richard Peck. Richard, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hakeem. Can I verify that you can hear me? Excellent. I don't think I've ever laughed this much on any of my birthdays in the past, so thank you for that. You know, when I heard that Eliza was working to charter this new club, I was so inspired, so impressed. And it wasn't just because it was an offshoot of the world tour. It was because it showed people had passion for helping one another, for reaching out to places that they had never gone before. And what it shows ultimately is that it only takes one idea, one spark of imagination to make a change. When I started the world tour, I would have never thought that there would have been a club that came out of it. All I wanted to do was keep people united. And as I look at the list of countries that are on this charter, some of you I've visited in person, your countries. I've been to Singapore, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Bahrain, I've been to the USA. I'm kind of in the USA. But never ever would I have thought that all these countries could be visited at any one time, at the same time. So today, it is my greatest privilege and honor to be able to conduct the charter ceremony for the World Travelers Toastmasters Club. And today, we will be inducting 30 new members into this club. I've done inductions of clubs before. I have never done one with 30 members to start. So congratulations on that. I do want to apologize in advance if I should accidentally, mistakenly pronounce your names. I will do my best, but please forgive any mispronunciations. This is an important occasion, both for these new members and for the club and for Toastmasters International. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills. And we all now have the opportunity to help them learn to grow and achieve, but not only to help them learn, but to learn from them. Think about all the cultural learning we can have here, all the sharing we can have, and the changes that we can make. Traditionally, if we were in person, I would call all these members forward to the front of the room to stand there. If the Zoom master has the ability to spotlight these individuals as I call them, I think that would be great. Please hold all your applause to the end because I'm going to ask you to unmute at that point, and we'll give everyone a round of applause. So let me begin by announcing and inducting our new members. Albert Young from Singapore. Betty Ann Peck from the USA. Ching Kim Lo, Malaysia. Eliza Uliana Zubaidi, Singapore. Gerardo Dumo Flores, Saudi Arabia. Janet Fuchek, Canada. Kathy To, Singapore. Lada Lizniak, USA. Li Shan, Singapore. Mohammed Hassan, Saudi Arabia. Mohammed Nur Hakim bin Mohammed Yusuf, Singapore. Niza Khalil, Singapore. Phoebe Pendon, Philippines. Ramesh Ram Halai, United Kingdom. Ricardo Shwidan, Saudi Arabia. Sangeeta Bhattacharya, India. Swarna Kalyan, Singapore. Tosin Araoyolu, Bahrain. Twila Ruth Stout, USA. Vasanthi Jagannathan, Singapore. Zarina Kadir, Malaysia. Saing Zhou, Singapore. Joseph Skoda, USA. Sajni Dharamdas, Malaysia. Farhaz Farouk, Bahrain. Jasmine Smith, Jamaica. Ada Yaya Bokum, Burkina Faso. Natalie Thomas, United Kingdom. Biljana Davseva, Bahrain. And Joel Harmet Sinchale, USA. You are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the World Travelers Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You'll become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment and fun. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in the spirit and support of sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow Toastmasters, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please unmute yourselves and repeat after me. I'll give everyone a moment to unmute. I state your name.
I Alberto Flores.
In the presence of my fellow members of the World Travelers Toastmasters Club.
The World Travelers Toastmasters Club.
See, you have it in front of you. I'll just let you read it. It'll be so much easier that way.
Make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and
prepare
each assignment,
apply
myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters Education program, participate actively in club activities, validate others in a positive, constructive manner, build open relationships with fellow members, and bring others to the club so that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters.
Wow, that was fun. That was, that was quite an interesting event. Thank you all. So now we're going to read, and I'm not going to read this. That was so much fun the first time. Once it's nice, do it twice. If you would please
World Travelers Toastmasters that should support you in your quest for self-development, provide you with positive, helpful evaluation, friendly, supportive atmosphere, activities to help others, to make your come to rewarding and fulfilling experience.
A rewarding and fulfilling experience.
All right, now I want everyone to repeat that in their native language. No, I'm only kidding. Let's not do that.
我永远支持你。
加油！
我爱你们。
See, it's supposed to be fun. Kathy, I think Kathy just about fell out of her chair over there. Welcome. Not only as the newest members for this club, the newest members of a global organization, a true global club, but as the founding members of the World Travelers Toastmasters Club. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, let's see if this one works any easier. I'm not sure, but we're going to try and install officers now. Let's see if we can keep Kathy laughing. My next responsibility and duty is to install the officers of the World Travelers Toastmasters. I agree. I'll briefly state their key responsibilities and remind them of the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club one of the best in Toastmasters International. This will involve helping the members achieve their goals, as well as leading the club to President's Distinguished status this coming year. I have no doubt you'll do that. When the new officer team, please make sure that your videos are on. I can't call you to the front of the line, but I will read out your responsibilities and ask you to attest to them by saying either I will or I do. The last time I was in a room where I said I do, I ended up with another member of this club in my household. Let's begin with the Sergeant at Arms, Saying Zhou. As Sergeant at Arms, you arrange the meeting location, maintain club equipment in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, set up the room before the meeting begins, make all relevant educational and PR materials are displayed, attend to special meeting equipment. Zoom will be probably the biggest thing here. Greet guests when they arrive and help the president. Saying Zhou, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Welcome your new Sergeant at Arms. Swarna Kalyan. As treasurer, You keep financial records and prepare the club budget. Announce when it's time for members to pay dues. Explain the dues structure to members, collect those dues, and work with the secretary to ensure that the club submits dues promptly and on time to Toastmasters International World Headquarters. Swarna Kalyan, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Excellent. Kathy Toe, as secretary, you maintain an accurate membership roster and attendance. Submit the new club officer list to Toastmasters International by June 30th. Work with the treasurer to ensure the new member applications and dues get to Toastmasters International World Headquarters as soon as possible. Work with the treasurer to submit the club renewal dues to Toastmasters International. And provide the club with minutes of each meeting. Kathy Toe, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will!
Kathy Toe, will you also always keep that smile, please?
Yes, 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 I will!
Ramesh Halai, as VP of Public Relations, you attract visitors to the club through free publicity. Use a variety of means to promote the club in the community. To enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcements in newsletters, emails, or articles that you may submit to your district. Ramesh Halai, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you. Sangeeta Bhattacharya, as VP of Membership, you lead the club's membership building efforts to achieve the membership goal of 8 new members. While the VP of PR motivates people to visit your club, you motivate the current members to invite guests, promptly give new member applications and dues to the secretary and treasurer, personally greet guests and provide them with guest packets, including a membership application. Make sure that each guest learns about the benefits of Toastmasters and gets a personal invitation to become a member. You also represent the club at area council meetings. Sangeeta Bhattacharya, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Excellent, thank you. Vasanthi Jagannathan, as Vice President Education, you gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves. Assure that club members are aware of the schedule of meeting roles. Plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their goals. Work with club members to keep meetings fun and well-run. Work with your members to ensure that they submit their applications for educational awards promptly. Provide for educational topics at club meetings, such as those from the Successful Club Series and Better Speaking Series. And represent your club at area council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over meetings when the president is absent. Vasanthi Jagannathan, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will, certainly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Eliza Juliana, as president of World Travelers Toastmasters Club, you are the chief executive officer. Thus, you preside at all club meetings and all meetings of the club executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club adds new members and meets the needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to you are your fellow club members, club officer team, the club officer's handbook, your area director, division director, the District 80 website, all district officers, you do not have to do this alone. Eliza Juliana, you hold the gavel as a symbol of power and authority that your club has given you during this term of office. I am confident that you will use it wisely and with restraint. Eliza, as member of the World Travelers Toastmasters Club, as well as its leader, will you work with your executive team and club members to make World Travelers Toastmasters Club a President's Distinguished Club this year?
Certainly, I will.
Excellent. Members of World Travelers Toastmasters Club, your officer team has just pledged to serve this club to the best of its ability. To be the best Toastmasters Club possible and to meet the needs of all its members, your club will need active participation from each of you. Do you as members pledge to work together with your officer team to make World Travelers Toastmasters Club the finest Toastmasters Club it can possibly be?
Yes.
Please say yes.
Yes,
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
All right, everyone, please unmute and join me in extending a warm welcome and applause for the new club officers of World Travelers Toastmasters.
Congratulations.
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 Nicely done.
Yeah.
I would now like to share a video with you that I have been asked to provide. Let's see if I can do this. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Announcing the launching of World Travelers Toastmasters Club number 7967939.
We have proven that we do not have to be in the same room to be united, to encourage each other, to succeed, and to celebrate together. Thank you all for putting that video together. It was really well done. And I was watching Joe Skoda, and I've known Joe Skoda for a number of years, and he was bopping to the music there. So it was something that he really enjoyed.
You betcha.
Madam President, I believe I turn the meeting over to you at this point.
Thank you very much, Richard. And thank you everyone for today. I don't know what to say. It's happened during June when I start my area director, and suddenly my PQD called me, Eliza, charter a club. I said, why must me? And after that, my division director will always keep on calling me, Eliza, whatever you want to do, at the end, charter a club. You have a world traveler. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And one day she called me in front of Kathy, and she just said, Eliza, charter a club. Why must me? And I just don't care about it. I don't want to do it until December when I met Richard again. When people asked me last year, what are you doing? Why you are sleeping? Go here and there. Actually, I just want to find courage. I'm not like other Toastmasters who want to be a good speaker, a good communicator. It's not in my bucket list. During that day, I just want to find courage. I just want to smile. I believe that all of you know that actually I'm still shaking because I failed to make the video and it's really affected me. And it's actually happened last year when I smiling, but actually I'm crying, missing of my mom. So thank you very much for my division director and also my district director who always keep on believing in me. And when I told her, let's do this, they all just like, let's go. And thank you very much. You won't believe me that every time last year when I didn't sleep, actually I have my secretary. Start at 12 o'clock, I need to go for meeting until 4, and I didn't sleep and go to Jamaica at 6. Thank you to Ram, who always inform me and keep on calling me, wake up Eliza, the meeting is here. He will make sure that I on my video, I'm there, because I know you and me have the same dream to go around the world. And when people ask me, why you do that? I said, you need to see Richard E Peck. I don't know how, but you need to know and experience it. And nobody believed me. And that's the thing, why when I want to have these world travelers, you don't want to go to UK with me in Zoom. Hey, Eliza, you are crazy. You don't sleep, you don't this. So now I bring you to that place and together experience with me. And during last year, even my journey as Toastmaster is less than 3 years. I'm very happy. Last year, I met someone that I can bring to Singapore. Many people told me, Eliza, you have a lot of events. No, I want to share that person with all the Singaporeans. We need to learn from that person. You don't want to go to US? I bring the US people to Singapore. You don't want to learn from Caribbean? I bring the Caribbean to Singapore. And one day I bring Hawaiian. That I'm very happy after the meeting, he opened a school using the charity from Singapore. And we are very proud of it. We are not spending a lot of money, but we have become the bridge of everything. And I want all of us to be the bridge. We just never know what world travelers can do. But I promise you in 3 months, we'll be the President Club, Distinguished Club. It's confirmed. Yeah, no, inshallah, yeah. Because we already have 8 members and it's a very hard part when everybody is hard to find the members. We managed to have 8 members, even I need to stop because I don't want Richard to tired to read all the few names. So actually I stopped few people, I said, no, enough, because I also tired to make the video. Until the day it's done, I cannot stop making the video. So I just said, enough is enough. I cannot be so greedy. By the way, I'm very happy to be here. I hope everyone can experience the best thing that I ever had in my Toastmaster journey. Thank you very much for trusting me. Thank you very much for supporting me. And all of you, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and a big congratulations to our newly minted, newly chartered Toastmaster Eliza Club President of World Travelers Toastmasters Club. And of course, a big thank you to our Charter Officer, Immediate Past International President, Distinguished Toastmaster Richard Peck. I hope this has been a small gift, perhaps on your birthday for you. And we celebrate it together with you from all over the world. Thank you for being our inspiration as well. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we will hear from one of our club sponsors. He is Toastmaster Ramesh Halai. Toastmaster Ramesh, over to you, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster today. I can't believe it's been 2 years since COVID first hit us. It's been good and bad, I feel. An example of the good is in front of us right now. Was it not for COVID, we would not have found each other. I started my travel around the world during lockdown. I remember meeting Eliza for the first time. I think it's Mongolia. Who knew she would continue to stalk me since that day? No?
Sorry, you meet me at Horizon Toastmaster Club, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. it becomes a blur, doesn't it, Eliza? It becomes a blur after a little while. You're traveling here, you're traveling there, jet lag, whether you're doing it physically or virtually, jet lag is definitely there. And I am fortunate that we've found each other and we are still traveling around the world. This travel bug that we caught during COVID is never going to go away, I feel. I, for one, as I said, I'm fortunate to know every single one of you. Some of you I know more than others, but hopefully through our journey together, we will become closer friends than we are today, that's for sure. I hope this club brings you much success, brings you prosperity, and brings us even more friends from around the world. I look forward to continue this journey with all of you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, club sponsor, Toastmaster Ramesh Halai. Big round of applause to you all the way from UK. Thank you for being there when the club was incepted, and thank you for being here today to celebrate the birth of this club. Of course, yourself serving as a club officer as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a club will also not be complete without its club mentor. And for that, we have the honor and pleasure of inviting a dear Toastmaster to our charter officer. She is, of course, his better half, if I may put it that way. Let us put our hands together and welcome Club Mentor, Distinguished Toastmaster, Bethany Ann Peck. Bethany, over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster. And for everyone here, being the mentor of a club that's chartering is as special and as important as being the sponsor. For all of you that haven't achieved your Distinguished Toastmaster status, chartering new clubs gets you there. So keep that in the back of your mind. Always strive to be better for yourself and your district. In my heart, being able to help the club get started, working with everyone involved, and my commitment to fulfill that role, specifically to always be there and mentor, but to not go away. This is the new baby. This is always going to be with me. And if it gives anyone special pause, it should, because this is what we're all about. I am honored. I am humbled. I am blown away by the professionalism, the videos, the credits, taking the time to highlight every single individual and empower them and engage them. Stay engaged. I'm always going to be here with you, and I'm humbled to have that opportunity. So thank you very much. I love you all. I can't wait to see things come from all of this. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Club Mentor, Distinguished Toastmaster Bethany Ann Peck. Well, I think today we are so fortunate, so lucky, not just because we've chartered a club, but we have with us the power couple, the dynamic duo. What's better than one Richard Peck, two Pecks, if I may put it that way, together with us this evening.
We didn't tell him he has to come to every meeting yet, did we?
And I've noticed the wonderful birthday wishes as well as the congratulatory messages that are coming in fast and furious through the chat. Please keep the chat alive. Send our wishes to our dear Richard as well as to World Travelers Toastmasters Club. Such a wonderful occasion, such a happy occasion. Let us commemorate it with a group photograph. So I would invite everyone to switch on your cameras at this point. We want to record it, this historic moment, the birth of a new Toastmasters Club in this age of the pandemic, which allows us not to go further, but to get even closer. Ricky, I've noticed you've not switched on your camera. Ricky, are you there? Join us, Ricky. Yep, there you are. I think everybody's got their cameras on. May I invite our Toastmaster Lee Shan to help us with the photo taking, please. Shan, on your cue, please.
Okay, and not only we have all our members, we also have Hakim's kid in the picture. All right, now, if everybody is ready, look into the camera and just give me the brightest smile at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, let me see if the picture is taken. Give me a moment. All right, it's taken. Okay, over to you, Hakim.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Lee Shanshan, for obliging and recording this historical moment for us here at World Travelers Toastmasters Club. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what better way to cut the ribbon, as it were, and have the first prepared speaker for tonight. Who could it be? What a mystery. None other than our birthday boy himself. He will be delivering a prepared speech in a short while, but before that, let us put our hands together and welcome his evaluator, the lady who has the responsibility to know how do you handle the pressure. But I'm sure she'll be calm and cool as a cucumber. Distinguished Toastmaster Vasanthi Ravi, what are the purpose statements of this project, please?
Thank you and good day, all of you. I haven't received the project objectives, but all I have is only a title. But nevertheless, I'm very nervous to evaluate somebody who must have done hundreds and hundreds of speeches. But it's a milestone meeting, a celebration, and there can be nothing better than this day to listen from the person who is behind and who is the inspiration for the World Travelers Toastmasters Club. The seed came from him, and we are grooming it to become a big and larger plant over the universe. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Vasanthi Ravi. I don't envy your position right now, especially with the title. Very interesting one. It's a 3240 by 2160 world. I'm not quite sure. Sounds like my vital stats. Oh. But we will find out and discover together. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for our prepared speaker, birthday boy, man of the hour, distinguished Toastmaster, Richard E Peck.
Richard, may I ask, your timing is 8 green, 9 yellow, and 10 red?
Yes, ma'am, that would be fine. Thank you. Toastmaster of the day, Hakim, thank you for that warm welcome. It's very difficult to have a speaker follow a Toastmaster of the day that is as vibrant, as engaging, as entertaining as you are. So I'm going to do my best. Can we take a moment to reflect upon what this day means historically? Not that it's my birthday. That's not the historical significance. The chartering of this club is one part of that significance. But it was exactly 2 years ago, excuse me, on this day, this very day, March 11th, 2020, that the pandemic was declared. March 11th, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. And the world changed in an instant. Welcome signs became stay away signs. Doors closed. Faces became hidden behind masks. The ability to be with one another was removed. Now, I don't know about you, but I had never experienced anything like that before. It had changed the world completely. It changed what we knew as normal to unknown. What we could predict was now unpredictable. What we were used to was gone. But what could not be driven out of us, regardless of what we faced, regardless of the difficulties, was our strive to be humanitarians, our strive to reach out to find ways to help one another. And we talk about Toastmasters being a communication and leadership organization, but we're also a family, united by a common goal of helping one another. But the world changed dramatically, and our ability to connect was stripped away for a very short period of time. Because all of a sudden, technology became our friend. Well, for the most part, it became our friend. I saw some of those events where it didn't work out so well. And we became a 3124 by 2160 group. Now, what does 3124 by 2160 mean? Hakeem alluded to it a little bit, sounded like a strange number combination. Maybe some of you will recognize it better as a 1024 by 768 environment. 3124 by 2160 is the number of pixels on my computer screen. 1024 by 768 is the number of pixels on others. We began to live in a pixeled world, seeing each other through that little dot at the top of our screen. How many of you have gotten used to looking at that little spot yet? Wondering if what's coming out of it. I often think that for those of you familiar with the Men in Black series, that at some point in time there's going to be a flash and I'm going to forget what I was speaking about. And hopefully forget that this pandemic ever existed. But we became connected in a different way. We'd be able to zoom around the world like we hadn't done before. As I stated this morning in my opening, who would have ever thought that you could be in Singapore, Malaysia, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, UK, and the United States all at one time? And you don't have to worry about getting an updated passport or visa requirements. Yet you can be there. Be present and make an impact. As Ram said, Ram, I know him more as Ram because I've been seeing him on my screen a lot. As he said, we have a uniqueness now, something that we didn't have before. We were all familiar with countries. We might have been familiar with people, but we weren't able to immerse ourselves in cultures and connect. Each of you has the ability to break down a barrier of unknown, break down a barrier of misperception, of misideas. Get a chance to learn from one another and be ambassadors of change. When I came up with the idea for the world tour, it was not for notoriety. It was not because I had this big philanthropical endgame in mind. It was because I wanted to find ways to connect people, find ways for me to connect. And it was that little idea, just that 20-minute conversation with staff here that led to it. Did I ever expect that I would get on my first meeting and see someone named Eliza, and then someone named Ram, and David Drebsky and Lada and Twyla showing up at all these various locations around the world? No, never. To be honest with you, it was very strange for me to see people showing up where I was when I didn't know I was going to be there. But it proved the power of people. It proved the power of taking a small idea and implementing it. It took the need of connecting to a new level. Eliza had some experiences along that journey that were personal to her. And we all felt it when she brought it to us. And it was that connection that helped. We, each and every one of us, has the ability to change the world. We don't think we do because we view the world as this mass of people, huge countries and multiple cultures. But I challenge you to change your view on the world and look at changing the world for one person. Because you never know what that one person is going to turn around and do. Each and every one of you have that ability to make that impact. You've done it today. You will continue to do it. As I looked around the gallery, and I'm trying to keep my eyes in one spot, I see all the talent, all the passion, all the commitment. I've watched leaders in this group and members in this group do things that 2 years ago they probably would have never thought they could do. But now they're proving the world wrong. They're proving this virus that whose name we'll never mention again, that it can't stop us. It can't stop a group of individuals who are dedicated. And yes, we're living in a 3124 by 2160 world, but it has just brought us closer together. It hasn't brought us farther apart. Continue to share yourselves, continue to share your ideas, continue to share your passion and stay connected. And when you reach your 1-year anniversary, I'll be here to celebrate it with you. Mr. Toastmaster.
Wow.
Well, wonderful. Thank you very much, our speaker, distinguished Toastmaster, Richard E Peck. To borrow your words, it takes a spark, it takes a pixel, it takes one person to really create change all around the world. And that's what we are witnessing this evening. And you have shared with us wonderfully through your inspirational speech. And also found out something about you. In pop culture parlance, you go around the world with a group of groupies. Yeah. Whom you see at the various meetings all around the world. So shout out to all the groupies in the house, in the room here today as well, for supporting and accompanying our immediate past international president. Ladies and gentlemen, we take it up another notch this evening with a live wire. I've seen him in action. He's really funny, really interesting, and someone who's really going to brighten up our meeting tonight. Let us put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our table topics master. He is Toastmaster Gerardo R.D. Flores. Gerardo, let us through table topics, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Hakeem. Good day, fellow Toastmasters, and of course to our Richard E Peck. Good day to everyone. I will be your table topic master tonight. And today we are celebrating unity in diversity, different time zones, nationalities, and cultural backgrounds. And yet, we are all gathered today witnessing the birth of World Toastmasters Club. And to borrow the words of Richard E Peck, united by a common goal of helping one another. Fellow Toastmasters, in 2014, I never thought that I could deliver a speech or a message to a big crowd or a group of people. And that is through Toastmasters. I am an accidental Toastmasters, by the way. And I never believed in myself until Toastmasters came along the way. It just didn't teach me how to speak. It also taught me how to believe in myself. And eventually, it molded me to become the leader that I am now. And paying it forward, I am grateful to a group of leaders who brought me to World Toastmasters Club. Eliza is one of them. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Eliza. Tonight's topic of table topics is very unique. And I would like to request that Zoom Master to please flash the slides, please. The first one, Eliza, please. All right. Let me just read it out. Strength lies in differences, not in similarities. Very timely, because we are celebrating unity in diversity, and we are strong because we are gathered today. And because of that, I have prepared 5 quotes. And on that 5 quotes, you will be choosing from the word, any letter from the word strong. Because together as one, we are strong. And World Toastmasters Club is strong. So I'll be calling 5 Toastmasters, and they can choose from any letter from the word strong. S-T-R-O-N-G. And I will be reading out the quote of the chosen letter. I'm not going to flash the quote because I would like to test your listening skills. We are so used to being presented the quote in front of our screens. Now let's make a difference by listening carefully to the quote and answer it based on how you perceive the quote to be. Let's start with, I will call in random. I would like to call on Swarna. Swarna, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
How are you, Swarna? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, you can choose from any of the letters from the word strong. Choose one, Swarna.
I start with my name, S.
Very good choice. And this is the code that S has for you. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. I will repeat. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. That quote is from Benjamin Franklin. The floor is yours, Swarna.
Thank you so much. Table topic master, distinguished guests, and my fellow travelers. This quote by Benjamin Franklin is actually what my career is based on. I am a financial advisor, and I tell every client I see is that when you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And it so happens that you give me this quote. It's like, oh my God, you read my mind. Okay, now what happens with plan, or why should we plan? If you take this club itself, if there was no plan on how we are going to go, just having the idea alone doesn't take us anywhere. In our lives as well, having ideas, converting them into reality is what we put down in the plan and how we execute that plan. So it's very important to really go by what we want in life. As we in this travel, world travelers, we all have a plan. We have a plan to network. We have a plan to understand how our differences can be similar. And so let us together go on this journey in World Travelers Let us plan to move together by learning from each other. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Swarna. I couldn't agree more. And to add to that, the best way to predict a successful future is to create it. And I salute the people behind World Toastmasters Club for preparing this charter meeting. It was an awesome charter meeting to start with. Congratulations. Now let's move forward. We have 4 more letters to select from. And I would like to call on Albert Young. Albert, are you there? Albert?
Yes.
Hi, Albert.
Let
I
me
would
wear
like you
my
to-
pair of glass and see you more clearly.
Okay. Okay, you have 4 letters to choose from. T-R-O-N-G of the word strong. Please choose one from them.
I choose the word R.
R it is. Here's your code, Albert. Truth is a sport, and winner takes it all. I will repeat. Truth is a sport, and winner takes it all. This quote is from Talimanes Giebra. Albert, the floor is yours.
Right. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to talk. The quotation is truth is sport. Winner takes it all. I actually certainly don't really fully accept and acknowledge the statement. I am a Chinese born in Hong Kong, staying in Singapore. China used, I don't know whether you're old enough or not like me. China used to play ping pong very well. And we have a ping pong diplomacy whereby it opens the door for diplomatic relationship with US and China. That was an old story in 1970. What the slogan or the jargon that people in China learn would be, sports is number 2. Friendship is number 1. And that's the truth. And you know, there was a big difference in the skill level between between China and US. China was a world champion, but they play with the US players and they play it very well, not losing the game and not winning the game, but making sure that we are all interested in it. Same likewise, when we join Toastmaster, it's not about winning all the champions every time. You heard about what Eliza said. It's just making friends. This is a media. We all can get together and we can be good friends if we're truthful. And we need to tell each other honesty, like what Eliza did. It's not about her mom's story. It's about her own story. So for this statement, the truth to me is we are all friends if we are all sincere and frank to each other. Thank you very much. Let's back to the Toastmaster of the evening. Oh, sorry, the Table Topic Master of the evening.
Thank you, Albert. Yes, Albert, I agree with you. And going back to the quote, it says truth is a sport. Imagine when we are in this platform and we are delivering our speeches. We may not win the contest, but the impact that we leave to the audience, the message, that makes us a winner, because that impact lingers in the memory of those who were able to watch you. And that in itself makes you a winner, that being genuine of a speaker. Thank you, Albert. Let's move on. And I would like to call on Tosin. Tosin, are you there?
I think Tosin's having internet issues.
Okay. Okay, Tosin. Let me call another one. I'd like to call on Phoebe from the Philippines. Phoebe. Phoebe, are you there?
Yes, thank you.
Hi, Phoebe. Good
Hello.
evening in the Philippines. Hi. Yes,
Good
so we
evening.
have 4 more letters here. Choose from T, O, N, and G.
O.
Oh, it is, Phoebe. And
Okay,
here's your
thank
quote.
you.
A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. I will repeat. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. That quote is from Nelson Mandela. Phoebe, the floor is yours.
Have you ever thought of yourself as a winner? I never thought I would be one. I won over my challenge in life. Back in 2016, I was stunned when the doctor told me to go for a biopsy, all because of the suspicious mammogram that I underwent. I thought I wouldn't be able to go over the experience. I'm a nurse, I'm a psychologist. At that point in time, I was numbed. I didn't know what to do. Guess what? I didn't tell anybody. You know why? Because people believe that if you are diagnosed with cancer, you will die. But I never thought I would. I did all my research, went through a lot of shopping, doctors, hospitals, and I even went to the US for me to go for a second opinion. And back here in the Philippines, I got my own completion of the process I have to undergo. What could have happened if I gave up back in 2016? I would have never known that I will be able to join Toastmasters when I finished my surgery and when I recovered from radiation therapy. That's when I joined Toastmasters, because I took Toastmasters as a way for me to be rehabilitated. That made me a winner. What about you, my friends? What challenge in your life have you faced that you thought of giving up, but you fought for it and you won? Table Topics Master.
Oh, Phoebe, thank you. There's a reason why you survived, because we were still able to share that story with us. And thank you for sharing that beautiful story, Phoebe. Just wonderful. Now let's move forward to the United States of America. I'd like to call on Twyla. Twyla, are you there?
Kuya?
Yes,
Twyla,
I am
you
here.
hear us?
Hi, Twyla.
Good morning, or good evening for you.
Yeah, good day, Twyla. Okay, I have 3 more quotes remaining from the letters T, N, and G. Please choose one.
Oh, I have to take the T because that's the first letter of my name. T.
Okay, T it is, Twyla. Here's your quote. The greater the obstacles, the greater the victory. I will repeat. The greater the obstacles, the greater the victory. This quote is from Laila Gifty Akita. Twyla, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master. The greater the obstacles, the bigger the victory. I'm trying to think, what great obstacles could we face? I've heard cancer, I've heard disabilities, I've heard wealth, poverty, health, all types of obstacles that we could face. But I think that in Toastmasters, it gives you the background and the strength to face anything, because you have the wise words of people like Phoebe, people like Mr. Peck, his wife, to help us strengthen ourselves and overcome these obstacles. When I was thinking of the T, I was thinking of the word time. And time is something we have to learn to use wisely. When you have an obstacle, you need a timeline because you can't do it today. Sometimes the obstacle is something you have to challenge yourself to work towards tomorrow. I know that treatment that Phoebe went through was not accomplished today. She went around and found second opinions and even came to the US to look for another opinion, but it took her more than today to find her answer. So use your time to overcome your challenges. Figure out what it is that is in my mind that I must overcome first. I don't have to give in, I have to face it. I can do whatever I want to do. I think all Toastmasters become stronger for our training by learning from each other. And I know that I could have quit Toastmasters years ago because I accomplished what my boss sent me to learn. I didn't learn to shut up, but I did learn to organize myself a little better. So I could have quit, but no, I found all these words of wisdom and all the friendships that I found. And I've used my time wisely to make myself a mentor for others. So that's what I hope to be for anyone that needs mentoring. Use your time and you'll be a winner. Thank you, Artie, for asking me that question.
Thank you, Twyla. We love you. You have gone over so many obstacles and you are victorious, Twyla. And for that, we are so proud of you. Salute to you, Twyla. And just like what Twyla said, time is something that we have to use wisely. And my time is up as a table topic master. I think I already have that 15 minutes allotted for the table topic session. My fellow Toastmasters, it's a privilege for me to be your table topic master tonight, today, this morning. I could have not imagined that I will be speaking on this diverse and very distinguished Toastmasters from all around the globe. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I return the control now to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our table topics master, Gerardo R.D. Flores. Big round of applause to you for giving us such thoughtful topics for us to think about, reflect on, and deliver upon. Thank you so much for your wonderful session. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we would like to invite our timer perhaps to deliver the timer's report for the table topics section, as well as our prepared speech earlier on. I believe we've forgotten to request for that. So, Madam Timer, please do us the honor.
Right, prepared speech by Richard, DTM Richard is 10.09 seconds. Table topics, speaker number one, Swana, 1 minute 36 seconds. Albert, 2 minute 2.02 seconds. Phoebe, 2.24, and Twyla, 2.17. So all the table topics meet their time.
Thank you very much, Madam Timer, and thank you for doing your duty so steadfastly for us at this meeting. Madam President, do we have a voting? Not tonight because it's a special night, but we celebrate all our speakers this evening, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are, with a big round of applause. Our prepared speaker, as well as all our table topic speakers. You guys did wonderfully well this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, now we proceed on with our speech evaluation segment. For this segment, we will have our evaluator, Toastmaster Vasanthi Ravi. Now, Madam Timer, once again, could you please indulge us in the timing sequence, please?
All right, the speech evaluation is 3 minutes, 2 for green, 2.5 for red, and 3 minutes for 2 minutes for green, 2.5 for yellow, and 3 minutes for red.
Thank you very much. Once again, Madam Timer, ladies and gentlemen, to evaluate the speech given by distinguished Toastmaster Richard Peck, let us put our hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Vasanthi Ravi. Vasanthi, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Hakim. What a privilege to evaluate somebody who is as special as DTM Richard Peck. Being his birthday today, without Betty and looking, I would like to give him a peck on his cheek for his birthday. Happy birthday. Peck, P for the pauses that he used in his presentation. They were very dramatic. So the listeners were sinking in along with the storyline. The emphasis, when he was talking about March 11 being announced as the COVID pandemic outbreak by the World Health Organization, he broke it down in such a format that everybody were recalling that sad moment when the news broke out and how the world came to a standstill. His speech, he connected with each of us by calling out the names in the audience. That's a very smart move to make everyone sit up and listen carefully, because no one knows who would be called out next. With the kinship that he has built, visiting 150 over countries, he could even call some of the members here with their first names, like Twyla or Ram instead of Ramesh. That showed how they were thick and thin through the world journey. It's a great gesture by DTM Richard Peck to acknowledge all of that in the speech tonight. This is the peck on the cheek. Now, to move to the things that he could have done better to avoid the pixelated view of his story, he could have rather done, the world changed like this. He did the snapping and he went on to explain, saying it changed in an instant. He could have avoided the words and just said the word changed. That also signifies the same meaning. And the most important thing, with such a vast itinerary that he had been going with, there should have been a lot of hurdles and hassles his way. He could have brought out and shared one little experience so that we know how he handled it. And that could have been a core message for us if we were stuck in the same situation, because it's coming from the international past president. Obviously, all of us grooming ourselves to become leaders will want to follow and take inspiration from managing hurdles and hassles as well. Happy birthday, DTM Richard Peck. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much once again, distinguished Toastmaster Vasanthi Ravi. Well put. I love the special touch of the peck on the cheek. Maybe you should give another peck to Bethany Ann as well. We have 2 pecks today. But thank you. Very creative, very interesting take on the speech. Well done to you, Vasanthi. Madam Timer, how did she do in terms of timing for her birthday?
The timing is 3 minutes and 3.13 seconds.
Well
3
done.
minutes and 13 seconds. Well done, Vasanthi.
Well within the time. Thank you very much, Madam Timer.
Yes.
Once again, Toastmaster Kim Loh, for your steadfast duty this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us almost to the end of this charter ceremony and a small or rather short chapter meeting to kick us off, as it were. 11th March is the day the world acknowledged the start of the pandemic. A man was born not too long ago on the same date. He is, of course, our distinguished Toastmaster Richard Peck. And tonight, World Travelers Toastmasters is born. If I may borrow the words of Toastmasters International founder, Dr. Ralph Smedley, understanding comes through communication, and through communication, we find the way to peace. In these troubling times, in the times of pandemic, my wish is for World Traveler Toastmasters, all of us here and Toastmasters around the world, to be beacons of peace, agents of change, and to bring about a better world post-pandemic. So with that, it gives me great honor and pleasure to have been your Toastmaster of the evening, and now to hand over for closing our club president, Toastmaster Eliza. Eliza, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Hakim. And again, happy birthday to everyone. I just want to let you know